Fall makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this look, and if you want to see my life update, then please keep watching. Before we get into the video, don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be a part of the glam fam. And as always, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be linked in on my newest content. All right, guys, let's get into the video. All right, so basically, if you don't know me, I just opened my own lash business. So I am a lash tech. I used to work at a salon. The salon I worked for was commission based, and basically I made 40% commission and she kept 60% commission. So what that meant was, like, I basically made $1,000. I only kept 400, she kept 600. That was like a legit rip-off for me. My job was like 12 miles away from me, so I drove 12 miles there and 12 miles back every single day for little to next to nothing. No shade towards her, but just, you know, being a lash tech, a beginner lash tech, and making just commission based was very, very hard. I did quit my full-time job. I haven't worked a full-time job regularly, like a regular full-time job, since March, and we're in October now, so it's been a minute. And I survived off of lashing and bartending basically for that time period. Came time where I was going to have to get a third job, and I have 2 children, and that was just literally like not gonna happen. I'm gonna use Studio Fix Fluid, and I'm gonna mix it with my Fit Me foundation. This one is in 320 and this one is NC 30. I'm kind of an in-between shade, so that's why I'm mixing them. So yeah, that's where I was. And then basically my trainer and my old boss kept telling me, like, I'm not ready for like the next level of lashing, and like it pissed me off. It really pissed me off, but it kind of like awoke something in me and was like, nobody can tell you when you're ready or not. And I made this video on my IGTV. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my Instagram is GlamourGains, just like my YouTube. So she basically said it was not ready, and it pissed me off. And I just remembered like all of the greats that got told no to. Like Elvis got told he could not sing, and Oprah got told that she was no good for TV, and Michael Jordan didn't make the high school basketball team. And can you imagine what the world would be like if we did not have them? Did you know that Stan Lee was told that Spider-Man was not a good idea? Could you imagine a world without Spider-Man? So that's my loudest neighbor, sorry. But could you imagine a world without those people? And like, I study like all the really successful people because I want to be successful one day, and I study like all their failures because failure is part of success. And that's one thing, like me opening my own business, I'm learning like every new challenge and every new obstacle that I come across builds character, builds perseverance, it builds like literally a new personality in myself. I'm sorry guys that they're so freaking loud, like they are so loud. What time is it right now? Well, it's 8 o'clock, so the time that you're supposed to be quiet is after 9, but every night, every single night is so loud. So it just pissed me off and kind of like started a fire in my, like underneath my ass, and was like, okay, I'm not ready. I'm gonna get ready. Like, watch this. And like literally within 2 months, I opened my own business. I got my own suite. I'm still like in the working of things, like everything's not 100% legit and everything yet, but I'm on my way. And it just goes to show, like, don't listen to anybody else because their opinion really doesn't matter. And 9 times out of 10, whatever other people are, their opinion is about you, it's really a reflection of how they feel about themselves. So no shade or no diss towards her, but I really think it stems from just like personal beliefs and like personal insecurities, and like if you don't feel like you're ready in a certain area of your life, you're gonna reflect that onto other people, you know? So there's no shade to this person or whatever, but I knew I was ready for whatever next level I needed to be. I was gonna transform myself into that to be ready. So how did I start my business, like little to like no money basically. I just sacrificed. Like I was very strict like budgeting, and like I just sacrificed like getting my nails done, getting my lashes done. Like I sacrificed it, and like everything I just put up and I put into my business. And also like I'm very resourceful, and like I just research everything. Like I'm really good with researching. So if you are in the Milwaukee area, I used Wibic as a resource. It's WWBIC. It is a free or non-expensive resource to take business classes, and also they help you with funding, like loan funding, not grants. Also, if you guys are trying to start a business or want to start a business, and this is for anybody anywhere, like you don't have to be in my state to do this. If you follow me on Instagram, you have to follow me though, DM me and I will send you a list of the grants that I applied to get funding for my business. It's just like a little, like maybe 5 or 6 of them, but you have to follow me, because if you don't, when you DM me, it will go through my filter and I get a lot of spam. So you have to follow me and then send me a DM and I'll send it to you, okay? So just follow me on GlamourGains Instagram. So yeah, that's how I got started with my business. I went on Pinterest, I looked up how to write a business plan, I looked up branding, I looked up like what's your client avatar, I looked up basically everything. I researched it, and like YouTube is another resource that you can use that literally has so much knowledge on, like you can literally type in how to start a lash business and it will pop up, you know what I mean? And you can get so much information on just Google and YouTube and Pinterest. It's really, just use it resourceful. Like I just used to sit on social media all day, and instead of sitting on social media all day, I flipped a switch and just put my business hat on and kind of dived right in basically. And you just have to kind of take the risk, because like I was talking to the lady that I'm leasing my suite from, and she was like, well, like when is a better time from now? Because I had like second thoughts. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. Like what if this happens? What if it doesn't? Like when are you ever going to be more ready than right now? When? So what's stopping you, you know? And then also like you got to think about it this way, like there are other people tied to your dreams. So like if you're not fulfilling your dream and other people are tied to your dream, you're like limiting them too, you know what I mean? Like that's the crazy part. Like Tyler Perry said it in his speech at the BET Awards, like there's so many other people tied to you, and like if you don't go and do it, like those people are suffering too, because you're not pursuing your dream. So you're not only like settling yourself, like you're settling those other people's dreams too, and they're attached to it. So you need to just go for it. It's really crazy when you think of it from a different perspective, and you're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Like I really could be potentially helping somebody, or not helping somebody because I'm not doing it, you know? So you really have to look at life like that in different perspectives, and take a scale back and just kind of think of it from a different point of view. So that's my business. Okay, so my business is called Indigo Beauty Bar. I definitely got the idea from Chris Brown, but I really believe that I'm an indigo child. Indigo children are like very like intuitive, very like empathetic, like old souls, you know, people that have been like incarnated on this planet, who probably are not really from here, and I feel like that. So I named it Indigo Beauty Bar. It had a nice ring to it, and it does have a 505 at the end for Chris Brown's birthday, but I just resonated with that topic, so that's why I picked the name. And at first it was Fly Lashes, it was first love yourself, and at the end of my videos I would say that, but I just felt like indigo was a better fit. Now my colors, I did not want to do pink, because everybody and their mom, literally their lash places are pink, and I'm not really a pink type of girl. If you notice, like I'm not a pink type of girl. So I did holographic and white marble, black and white. So there's like touches of gray in there, but mainly it's black and white marble, and holographic. I love everything white marble, and I've loved everything white marble ever since Carly Bible started doing everything white marble, and Amber Shawl did like the white DIY white marble floor with the tile, and I was like obsessed ever since then. This was like early 2000s, and I just didn't want to copy anybody else. At first I was gonna do black and rose gold, but I was like, no, that's too much like other people's shops, or it's too much like the shop that I worked at, and I didn't want to be like, oh my god, you're copying this person or whatever. So I really thought about it, and I did look up the colors, like what they mean and everything, and like the colors white and black, I know I wanted that for sure. The white marble, it reminds me of howlite, so I wanted that. That's like symbolic. And then the holographic was more like futuristic, like indigo, extraterrestrial type of thing. And what's really crazy is I came up with this idea. I had all my boards on Pinterest and everything, like doing the layout of what I wanted my suite to look like. And then Chris Brown puts out the freaking video Heat, and it was like a store called Indigo, not a store called Black Pyramid. Like, granted, I know his album is called Indigo, but it was just so weird. And then in the video, there's like holographic jackets in the background, and in the fitting room, there was freaking white marble walls. I was like, get out of my head. But anyways, yeah, so that's the theme of my shop or whatever. And like I said, I got inspired by him. I also got inspired by Euphoria, like the makeup and like I didn't see the actual show, but I saw the previews, and it just looks so cool. Like the editing of it was like neon and like holographic stuff, and it was just so cool. And I was like, I just have to be inspired by this and go ahead and do it. And then Carly Bible came out with a like galaxy themed like celestial palette or whatever, so I was inspired by that too. And there's one more, this girl named Jessie, oh I forgot her name, Jessie something on Instagram, and she does like holographic art, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And there was one room that she did that was like holographic, and it was like Louis Vuitton, and I was like, oh god, Louis Vuitton, whatever, Louis Vuitton, and it was so cute, and I was like, yes, this is my theme right here. This is it. It's like the universe was like speaking to me like, yes, this is what you should do. It was just all like a confirmation. It was really awesome. I did go see Chris Brown in concert in Chicago. I went completely by myself, like literally. Don't have any friends, so I went by myself, which is cool because I went to New York by myself. I pretty much do everything by myself. So I went there. It was so fun. I was gonna go to the club afterwards. He was at Club Play in Chicago, but I was by myself, and I didn't want to look like a creeper being all by myself in the club, and it was Chicago, so it probably wasn't a good idea. So I just drove back by myself, but it was so much fun. His aura is so beautiful in person. Like, oh my gosh, I know there was like a lot of flashing lights, but you could still see it, and at least I could see it, and it was beautiful in person. Like, I knew his energy was like dope, but I just didn't know how bright his aura would be in person, you know? It's like one of those things you just have to experience in real life. So yeah, I also want to break into like esoteric knowledge, and I want to bring that on my channel, like law of attraction, self-help, and like esoteric knowledge, because so many people come to me and people are like, you are so intelligent, you're like my go-to, you're inspiring, like you're really uplifting. And like when I have a bad day and stuff, it's like those people like lift me up, and like they say that I'm inspiring, and I'm like, how do I inspire you? Like I have bad days too, just like everybody else. Like I don't know, it's really crazy. Like you never know how many people are actually inspired by you, or like your posts actually make their day, or you make their life a little bit better. You never know who you're influencing, you know? Like it's really crazy. Like little old me. What? But yeah, it's really cool when people reach out to me. I love that. That's like the most like humbling thing ever, is like when you affect other people's lives, or like you make other people's lives better. That's like the biggest form of joy, or like that's the best form of currency. Like if I can exchange my energy to make somebody else feel better, like that's the best feeling in life ever. Like I could just live solely off of that. I would live solely off of that, honestly. So I also hit 70k views. I'm almost close to 75k views, and my views are doing really good. But however, I'm really hard on myself, and I feel like I'm not doing so good with my numbers as far as subscribers, or I'm not doing good with my numbers as far as my watch time. My watch time is only like 600 something hours, and I only have like 500 subscribers. And like, I don't know, I compare myself to like other influencers or like other Instagrammers, and I know I shouldn't. Like, I'm not comparable. Like, no two people are the same, and you should only compare yourself to like your last chapter and not anybody else's, because your chapter 1, you can't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20, you know? Like, you just can't. But I often do, and I'm like, oh, they just grow so fast and I don't. Like, what is it? I've been trying to do YouTube for like 8 years, you know, and it's like a slow climb. And I kind of think about it like the bamboo story. Like, if you don't know about the bamboo story, it takes bamboo trees like 8 years to grow. So like, you're literally sitting there like, it's not growing, it's not growing, it's not growing, you know? And then like finally by the 8th year, you have this like humongous freaking tree, and like just skyrockets. And like, I'm just hoping like that's how my success is gonna be, like a bamboo tree. So the 8th year, you know? But no, literally, I think I started in like 2010, and I deleted my very first video because it was cringe as fuck. And I deleted it. There was like washer and dryer sounds in the background. I was dating Coolidge. I was in his parents' basement, and it was just epically bad. So I deleted it. But my other ones, like, you can see, like, I think Time the Infamous video, like I did like a spoof video. People don't even do those anymore. It was super old, and it's still up so you can see it, but I've been trying to do YouTube for a really long time. Like Nicole Guerrero OG, like when she still had the pole in her bedroom. I'm that old, like trying to be on YouTube that long, for that long. I just never was consistent until this year, and I had 6,000 views last year. It just goes to show you how much can happen in a freaking year. And I went to BeautyCon in a year. Like, I really do things pretty quickly when I put my mind to it. Like, it's just either now or never, you know? Yeah, but what I wanted to ask you guys is, I want to get into the law of attraction type of videos, but what do you want to see about it? Because I don't even know what to like start with. Like, do I start with my spiritual journey? Like, how did it happen for me? Or like, you know, like, where did I get started? Or like, should I do my twin flame journey? Like, I don't know what to talk about. Or like, do I just jump right in and like explain things like, okay, this is what the law of attraction is, this is what the 12 laws of the universe are. Like, what do I really talk about, you know? And one of my lash clients, I was telling her to, like, I want to do a business segment where I'm like talking about, you know, like how to do time management and how to maximize your time, and like how to just, you know, become a better person or whatever, and like in the aspect of business, and like tie in the law of attraction to that, and like your relationship with money and stuff like that. This is Blunt by MAC, one of my faves. I really want to do that, but also I don't know where to get started. Like, I know like topics and stuff, but I don't know. And I don't have a large following on Instagram, but I have, my biggest following is probably on Pinterest. I get like between 130 and 150k monthly viewers, and that's where most of my traffic comes from for my other pages. And I would say YouTube is my next one, because, you know, the 70k views. But other than that, my followings everywhere else are not that high. So I don't know, I just want some feedback. Like, what do you guys want to see? Like, what would you want, like, me to start with a book list? Like, if you are into the law of attraction, do read this book, like a book list, or like, where should I freaking start? I don't know. I don't know where to start. I have no idea. So give me some tips and tricks, or tips on where to start in the right direction. Also, I wanted to do a segment on like how to grow your YouTube, and like how I did it, but I feel like I'm not far enough yet to like even touch that topic. Like, do you think I'm far enough? Like, would you want to hear how to grow your YouTube for me? Do I have like the credentials enough to give out that advice here? Because I feel like you have to have like 100k to even start to remotely give out advice like that. And I ain't there yet, sis. I mean, like 100k like subscribers to even try to like give that advice. But I definitely ain't there yet, you know? Fall vibes. I got my candle burning in the background from Bath & Body Works. My friend gave that to me for my business. It's Rosewater Lily. It smells really freaking good. I love those candles. I die for those 3 wick candles. Every time there's a deal, gotta buy like 2 or 3. So serious. And holiday time, they always sell out the good scents, so you got to stack up on those. So good. So are you guys dressing up for Halloween? I really want to go as Aaliyah, the Queen of the Damned, and I want to get a frontal, but the way this business is going, like, I don't know if I'll be able to celebrate Halloween this year. Like, everything is like literally focused on my business and YouTube. Literally, like, that's my life. But that's okay, because that's my goals and that's my dreams, and like it's been my goal for like a while to do YouTube, and I've been wanting to do lashing for a while. And if you look back at like where I was a year ago with YouTube and lashing, I did come a long way. I beat myself up a lot about like how far I have to go, but I really did come a pretty long way. We're gonna use this palette. This is the the 35M palette. What do I want to do? I kind of want to do like a green type of eye. Yeah, like a green type of eye. So yeah, what else do I want to talk about? So I got my lips done in March. It was a sponsored video. I got my lips done. I want to know, like, how do you guys feel about enhancements and like being a influencer, social media influencer, being like a YouTube guru, and then like getting work done? How do you feel about that? Because I really don't want to be like a sellout and like get everything done under the sun, like get all this work done. But I feel like there's a lot of pressure to like fit in or look like everybody else. Not really fit in, because like I'm not one to fit in, but like some of the biggest paid ones, like they all like have their freaking bodies done, or like they got their boobs done, or they got BBLs, and like there's a lot of girls in my city that when they get to a certain level of success, they like all get their bodies done. And like me personally, I've thought about it before. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and like sugarcoat it. Like I've thought about it. I have a pretty good body type though, where I'm curvy, and like I have a larger chest and like a smaller waist and a curvier bottom naturally. So I don't know, like I've thought about it, but then I'm kind of like, there's girls that like legit get their body done to like look like mine, you know, and like other girls would like kill to have my shape, you know. And like me more so, I don't really like the look of like how girls get their body done and how it looks. I'm more so like the look of an athletic type of body. Like I want it to be a bodybuilder, and like having a small waist and abs is like that's my thing. Like I think that's so. And I used to be a gymnast, so for me, I like more of a hard body than not a hard body, like not super like, but just more tone, more fit. Like a fit body is more my thing. Using lingerie corset, I love this one. And I'm gonna mix it with Fiance, and I'm gonna mix it with Vivid Hot Lacquers teas. These are my favorite. I might just use these two. I'm taking my kids trick-or-treating. We're going to be PJ Masks. My son is going to be Catboy, and my daughter is going to be Owlet, and I'm going to be the green one, Gecko. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I do have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. They are a handful. They are a handful. But I love them. My son is literally my twin, and my daughter looks like my younger brother. Basically us reincarnated. I want to do Vlogmas, and I want to include them in Vlogmas when I vlog I'm gonna try to vlog every single day in December. Whew. I would have participated in Vlogtober, but I didn't know about it until it was already October. There's one YouTuber that I do follow though. He talks about, his name is Aaron Doherty. I don't know how you pronounce it. But this is Butter London Power Up. This is one of my favorites. And then this one is Big Ego. Wait, who is it by? Big Ego. I don't know who this is by, but I got it in my BoxyCharm box, subscription box. I get like a 6-month supply, and then they just ship it to me. Aaron Doherty, whatever his name is, he talked about being a YouTuber, and he didn't act as if he was a YouTuber. He just did it. He just started uploading daily videos, and then 3 years went by and he's making videos that he loves every single day. and he just became what he wanted instead of like acting as if or faking it or law of attraction or speaking it into existence. He just did it. He matched the frequency of it, and now he's living it. And he used to work a 9-to-5 job that he hated, and now he's a YouTuber. It's crazy, right? Which so many people are hopping on the YouTube bandwagon. It's insane. So many people. I mean, I get it because like people finally like realize they can make money off of social media, and it's like legit. It just takes a little bit. It takes a following, it takes consistency, but people are getting it, you know? Part of me kind of wants to join Patreon. How many of you are on Patreon? Do you have Patreon accounts? I would like to know, because I might hop on over there too. I do want to eventually bring tarot reading onto my channel too. I have so many ideas that I want to do, and so many things that I'm good at that I can share. Like, I'm super good at DIYs, I'm super good at graphic designs, and like I made my own beauty intro, and I make intros for other people. I'm so good at that. Like, I'm so like tech savvy, and like my editing, I do all my editing myself. I put all of it in there. I really want to put more B-roll into my videos, but I do a pretty good job. I'm not as good as capturing my own B-roll yet, because I only have my one camera. If I had better equipment, I could totally do it and totally figure it out. And most of the stuff that I've learned, I'm self-taught. Pretty much everything. And if I'm not self-taught in that area, like I teach myself further to get myself further advanced in that. Like my lash training, like I took lash training classes, but I would say like 80% of my knowledge about lashing was learned outside of my class. Like I had to learn everything like in the field, and basically practicing and just studying on my own. And then when you're working for somebody else too, it's like you're just there for a paycheck. Like you're just there for the paycheck, and that's basically what it was. And then when you're on your own, like your name is behind that. Like every single person that comes into contact with you, you're representing yourself, you're representing your brand. It's so much more important because it's just you, it's nobody else. Like nobody else can like customer service, like, oh, I got this customer. Like, no, it's just you. So it's that much more important, like, to really be on top of things, you know? I'm using, I think I'm gonna use Toasted. Maybe I'm gonna use Seclusion. This palette, I love this palette, it's so cute. It's super summery though. I never really wear blush, but I'm gonna wear blush for this ball get ready with me, I guess. She's coming together. I don't know, I want to know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Like, I have so many ideas. I just don't know. Like, I wanted to grow my channel first. That was like my idea, was to like grow my channel and then pick a niche. I didn't want to be too nichey right away because I didn't know what worked, and like this is my year to just explore. But 2020 is like my year to really hone in and like pick a niche and like grind that shit out, man. And I want to go to VidCon, and I want to go to BeautyCon, and I want to go to IMATS next year. And I didn't get to go to LA this year, which was such a bummer. I was supposed to go for BeautyCon, and Janae Aiko was supposed to be there. Well, she was there, but I wasn't there to see it. And I want to go to the Ice Cream Museum in San Francisco. I eventually want to move to LA. That's like, LA's calling my name. It literally is calling my name, like, for so long too. I want more highlight. I know my highlight is already good, but girl, I just want some more. Look at my nose. It's like gleaming, but I love me some highlight. So I'm gonna add a little bit more. Right here. I love me some highlight. I just want a man that will tell me that I look like a little glazed donut every time I do my makeup. Yeah, I'm single, by the way. Been single for about 4 years now. Real cute. I've dated, but nothing has literally gone past like 3 to 6 months, and I don't count those as relationships. So your girl is single, except for I am waiting on a special somebody to just, you know, hop in my DMs. Chris Brown. You know, he's like, I just see so much of myself in him, and that's why I think I relate to him so much, because like we're both mixed kids. He didn't grow up technically with like a single mom, but kind of, sort of, and like he dealt with a lot of like childhood trauma. So did I. He manifests like a lot of things. He didn't come from money, he like manifested it. So I just really admire like his creativity and like his ability to overcome things, because like imagine like with social media, like if one person attacks you or a couple people attack you, like it's a really big deal. Imagine being a celebrity and like being attacked by millions and millions and millions of people. Like you would be so depressed and so suicidal. And like he not only came over a really traumatic time in his life, not saying what he did was okay, I'm not promoting domestic violence in any way, shape, or form, not saying it, because I've been in domestic violence relationships before, 2 of them. I'm not promoting that at all, but I'm just saying, like, from a female perspective and from being formerly abused, that it's a beautiful thing when anyone can come out of a negative situation and transmute that with love. Like, everything that he created was created out of love and overcoming it. And I'm such a big sucker for people's failures and overcoming it. I am such a big fall down 9 times and get up 10, and I focus on the getting up part, not the falling, and not the when they're standing, but the getting up part, the process that it takes to get from the ground to the standing point. Like, that is where I highlight it, and I acknowledge that part. Like, that part is so hard. Like, and unless if you have been through like heart-wrenching, almost killing your spirit type of things, you would never know what it takes to endure those getting up moments. You know what I mean? And for that, I just really appreciate his spirit, because he could have laid down and he could have been crushed by that, and he didn't, and he chose to get back up, and now he's breaking records and he's like literally making history. And he could have just quit. He could have just gave up, you know, like when the whole world had their back against him and saying he was a bad guy and you're evil, you're just this and you're that, and name calling or whatever. Like, his inner voice was stronger than millions and millions of people, and that is, I admire that. I admire that. Like, I wish I had half of that ability to overcome things, because like I used to be a huge, like, I care what other people think about me so much. Like, I would care so much about what other people would think, and for him to like sit there and overcome that, like, I'm a little biased because, you know, I like love this man, but still, like, him overcoming it is epic. Literally epic. So this was my fall get ready with me. I did apply my lashes off camera. I don't think I have anything else to say except for I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that notification bell so you can be a part of the glam fam. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so you can be linked in on my newest content. And as always, guys, remember to fly first.